Good evening. We are joined by Aleksia Gadea, a product out of Roosevelt High School and from Eastvale, California. Alexi, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, we're 9 games into the season. We currently now carry a 5-4 overall record. You are 5 games. The 5 games that you've played
Yeah.
have been averaging 9.4 in those games. You're having a solid season so far. Again, averaging 9.4 points per game and 5.2 rebounds. How do you feel the season's been going for you personally? And also, what about the team?
Me personally, I mean, my mindset, there's always room for improvement, but
Uh-huh.
I think having 9 points, 5 rebounds, it's always a goal for me to improve every game. I
Sure.
think one of my biggest goals is my defensive end. So I think I'm a good defensive player. I always strive to have a good amount of steals every game and just contribute in any way I can. But I think I've done that pretty good. Like I said, always room for improvement. As a team, I think um, we honestly have such good chemistry. I think
Mhm.
like our team, I've never been a part of a team that we all are so happy for each other. We all want the one thing for each other, and that's to win.
Mhm.
So I think we all try to do our part and do our role outside the court, on the court. So I think as a team, we're doing well. We just have to find our rhythm, honestly.
Got it. And let's highlight a little bit about your defensive play this year. A game high against Pasadena City with 6 steals,
Yeah.
5 steals against LA Trade Tech, another 5 steals against Skyline, another 3 steals against Irvine Valley College. So absolutely, your defensive play has been impressive. Hey, let me ask you this question. One of the key words that I've been hearing being thrown around is consistency. Can you explain to me why that word keeps being thrown around? And even more important, how do we fix that? Or how do we make sure we start getting more consistent on both ends of the floor?
Yeah. I think being consistent is it's all about coming to practice, coming to every game on the bus, on the court, just wherever you are at any point in time, it's being focused and locked in on what our goal is. And I think our team's very good about having good energy, which contributes to our wins.
Hmm.
I think having energy is our biggest contribution to carrying on from practice to a game.
Sure, sure.
So I think, yeah, being consistent. It's been hard for us to have a good winning streak just because we always have a kind of pause
Hmm.
and we don't come back to what we know that we can do.
Sure.
So our coaches always give us the same thing in practice and tell us that details matter, and we have to kind of go back to the basics and focus on the details of things.
Mhm.
And I think when we do execute that in games is when we see it show, like with our wins and everything.
Absolutely. And that's the exciting part of this team this year, right?
Yeah.
You guys have shown what you guys are capable of, but
Yeah.
it's just a matter of staying consistent all the way through
For them.
and doing that the next game and the following game and then the following game.
Yeah.
I also think you would agree that, execution is definitely something that needs to be focused on,
Mhm.
including making sure that the effort is there 100% of the time. And how would you say how we can increase that even more as far as the intensity of every player on the team from the start of the game to the end.
Yeah, I think there's usually a pattern with us. We always start off our games pretty well.
Hmm.
Um, but I think, like you said, keeping the same 100% focus, 100% effort throughout the whole entire game. I think that just goes from every single person on the court doing their job,
Hmm.
whether you're a role player, having to score, having to defend, I think everyone doing their job on the court is what's important. We all obviously our practice plan reflects on our game, and I think knowing and studying our practice plan, our scout, everything like that contributes to how we're gonna play. So definitely, yeah, definitely that.
Sure, absolutely. Hey, we're chasing, obviously, first step is first. We're chasing the conference title this year, something that hasn't been done since 1996. And or making the playoffs since joining this conference. What do you think this entire team, every single player, needs to do in order to accomplish both of those goals?
Kind of following that, I think everybody knowing what their job is, whether it's on the bench or on the court. I think, like I said, we have such good chemistry that translating that onto the court is going to really show if we go further and further as we go further and further. So I think uh, honestly, the most important thing for me is every single practice has to be 100%.
Hmm.
Every single play that we do has to be 100%. And all of our coaches really get on us about every 30-second matters. So every 30-second possession, it matters. And you get 2 seconds to rest and you just do it again for 30 seconds. So I think having mini goals for ourselves is going to help us as a team because we're all contributing in any way we can.
So that's a good answer. And once again, we are joined by Aleksia Gadea, a 5'7" guard out of Eastvale, California, and a product of Roosevelt High School. Hey, this last game, we split at the Eagle Invitational. We have an important game tomorrow against West LA. Even more important in a sense, we have an upcoming homestand starting this Friday against Saddleback. What has been the mood around practice this past couple of weeks, and how important do you think this homestand is going to be?
Yeah, we've definitely been trying to keep our energy up high because
Uh-huh.
that's going to translate for tomorrow. I also think having a win tomorrow is going to be very beneficial for us because being at home on Friday, we want to obviously set tone for when we start season or
Sure.
conference. So I think this past week we've been really grinding and focused and locked in on what we need to do for tomorrow. So I think it's important for us to execute
Hmm.
well, and that will translate obviously until Friday. Friday is also very important for us because, like I said, we're at home. So having that win going into conference is going to be a good start for us.
Absolutely. Once again, we next couple of home games, the Chaffey women's basketball team has an away game tomorrow against West LA. That starts at 5 o'clock, and on Friday, December 13th, we're going to be hosting Saddleback College, which is also the toy drive game. So, any fans come in, will get free entry into the stadium with a new unwrapped toy. On Wednesday, December 18th, the following week, we host Mount San Jacinto College, and on September 21st, kind of a culminating the holiday run, hosting San Bernardino Valley College at home. Tip off for that game scheduled for 1 p.m. Hey, Lexi, I'm going to give you one more opportunity here. One kind of sort of a last question. Is there anything you want to get out there to our supporters and our fans to come out and enjoy a good grab of basketball?
Yeah, I think us as a team, we love our supporters. We love loud cheers, and our bench, if you guys haven't noticed, is always super loud.
Hmm.
So we love our supporters. We love everyone just coming and being loud for us. It helps us have our good energy on the court. So we just really appreciate everybody that comes out and takes time out of their day to watch us and watch some good basketball. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, Lexi, thank you very much for your time. I know you got probably gonna start prepping for the game tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let's go out there and get this win.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lexi. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much.